Alrighty, so I have some questions. Get that going. Yes, please.
I know this is super awkward, but I literally
I
did
don't
myself
mind.
in ask.
It's fine.
How did you get into this whole situ with street artists and stuff like that? Because I know that your work is quite graphic.
It was about 5 years ago. I got brought some Banksy stencils and some spray paint for Christmas. Didn't really know what street art was at that time. Probably a bit longer than 5 years actually. And then just began to just create my own style. I'm more of kind of like a cute vibe, so I don't do anything offensive. It's just to make people smile, and so just anything that's really cute, really.
Cool. How do you feel your gender has influenced you as an artist?
I think you find in street art that it's such a male-orientated kind of world, but I think nowadays people are starting to see the good stuff that's coming through from both female and male. I mean, I don't think really there is a segregation as such, not anymore anyway. I've never been kind of scrutinised or anything purely because of my gender, so
cool.
And I think that's really nice that more girls are doing that sort of thing as well.
Your work uses quite feminine colour palette and imagery. How did you gravitate towards that? Why was that where you were pulled? Was it specifically you wanted to be feminine?
It's just kind of not really to be feminine. It's just personally my choice of colours. I will always gravitate towards purples and light blues and pinks and stuff, and then when you're kind of developing a style, you kind of tend to pick a few colours that you like the most. Personally I did, and it literally just goes on from there really. I'm much more of kind of a softer pastel colour artist, I suppose, opposed to prime colours. I'm not too keen on those, but I think the colours that I choose kind of go quite well together, so you just build on it from there.
Would you consider yourself and your work feminist? Or are you a feminist, you find?
Overall, I don't tend to get involved in too much of kind of the politics and what art can be. I mean, I know a lot of people who are and kind of, that are quite passionate about it, but I'm quite indifferent really. I don't have too many views on either side, so to me I just draw because it makes me happy, and hopefully it makes other people happy, and I don't think me personally, I don't really have a strong view either. No, for me, it's just about drawing and art and having fun. But I can appreciate that people are very passionate about it. But towards my artwork, it's not really something I take into account really.
Would you be able to comment on how you think women are represented in street art? Because so far in my research I've found that it's very male dominated.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, because it kind of all starts from when people grew up painting trains and things in New York, and it was you wouldn't normally see a girl painting a train in the middle of the night and stuff. But I think now it's kind of, I don't think there is a segregation. I mean, I've never had a guy come up to me and say you shouldn't be doing street art because you're a girl, and I think that just shows what kind of the world has become now as well. It's a lot more kind of open to everyone, and people just see it as an art form, not as a gender.
Have you ever worked in nighttime sort of situations? They can be quite sketchy.
I've only ever painted in legal spots. So down in London, there's a place called Leek Street Tunnel, and it's where Banksy first started painting. And that's a free place that you can go, and you're not going to get in trouble, and it's all legal and stuff. But I often find I'd rather do events that are normally organised and get a lot of artists together to paint, because I just find it much more of a nicer vibe than going into a tunnel at night and painting. The stuff that I do, I'd rather take the time to get it right instead of tagging my name on a bus stop and then running away.
And you don't think it's because maybe it's a more kind of presumed kind of masculine setting to be out like that?
I think it used to be like that, but I think I know so many female artists, and I don't think that kind of thing is an issue. But I think purely there's a difference between graffiti and street art.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of fall. I hope I fall under like street art, because it's more of a, you know, take your time, know what you're doing, creating an art piece instead of just tagging your name. And there is a definite divide between them two.
Yeah, and it's interesting to hear you say, because a lot of people would argue that like tagging your name is street art, but I mean,
there's a lot. I mean, there's like, from my point of view, kind of I see street art as more like murals, kind of that sort of style, and graffiti more of like writers which write their name, like massive murals and stuff. I think there's more like, if I went and tried to do a piece next to someone who is like a hardcore graffiti writer, my stuff just wouldn't fit in. Whereas I kind of try and just keep to the cute side of it all and not get involved in any illegal activity as such.
Cool. Oh, thank you very much for talking. By the way, my name is Eve.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for chatting to me, and you've helped a lot. You,
all right.
the first step on the thesis road. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.